Welcome to Mogul State of Mind.
Yay.
Hello, how are you today?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling delicious. I'm drinking my shit and I'm all right.
Okay. Starting early.
Yeah.
Well, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
Glad to have you here. You've been
glad to be here, baby.
a wanted guest for a long time.
So I had to get it together. You know, I had that knee surgery, so I had to kind of pull it together a little bit.
Still a dial. We appreciate it. What side of town are you from?
I'm a beast from the East, baby.
Okay, so you are a native of Detroit, Michigan.
Yes. East side Detroit.
Okay, so you call yourself the beast from the East.
Yeah, the beast from the East.
Okay.
East side raised me and West side paid me, baby.
Okay. Let's get into that. Paid on the West side, raised on the East side.
What you want to know, baby? What you want to know? What you want to know about the West or the East? What? Come on, shoot me with it.
Okay, so what do you think the difference is between the East and the West side?
Everybody always says it's a difference. You know, the back in the old school way, they always said, well, you know, y'all East Siders, y'all wear colored different hair and y'all wear a lip liner and then your lipstick. Now I see all the West Side bitches, they do it too. Bitch, y'all wear colored hair. You wear a lip liner too. So it ain't no motherfucking difference. Guess what? You know what the difference was? Is East Side niggas pulled their motherfucking car up on the grass, on the dirt, and had all the money in the house. And one thing about East Side motherfuckers, it was large families and we all loved each other. Okay, you spoiled ass West Side motherfuckers, you pulled your car up on your mama pretty grass, bitch, and you lived in the basement. That was the only motherfucking difference to me.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have Big 50. So Big 50, I want to get into your childhood, your upbringing. You were raised by both parents. Your parents was married, correct?
For sure.
Okay. How was that like growing up, coming up with both a two-parent home?
Well, you know what? Like I said, I've raised on the East Side. You know, my father worked for Chrysler. My mama worked as a CNA after the annex. She was really a housewife. But she wanted to take over a little job, so she worked on the boulevard. You know, where all the crazy motherfuckers used to run out. We were going to bail out, everybody running out like mommy. We had fun back then. But, you know, they was together. My father was a cheating ass motherfucker. Everybody knew him. He had pretty boy pump ways and, you know, he fucked everybody on the block, you know, so Regina across the street, Petey next door, and the other bitch over here, and I was the lookout. You know, so I was a daddy's girl. So when mom threw him out, she threw me out. She wake me up, bitch, get up. You know, you got to go with that motherfucker. So I'm like, and my grandmother stayed down on the next block on Sheridan Street, you know, right there at Mac. So we stayed at Mac, and my grandmother stayed right there between Sylvester and Canfield. So we'll mosey on down there because, you know, he's a man. You know, I don't, you know how women nowadays, men say you want the truth or you want the lie. Even if you told a lie, a bitch get mad. If you told the truth, she mad. So it's just might as well tell the truth because the bitch gonna be mad anyway. I'm gonna be mad than the motherfucker you tell me the lie or the truth. So it's just a woman. This is what we do. So my father would take me with him and I'd be looking out the back of the court door like, oh shit, here she come. And he'd be feeling around with the bitch Petey next door. So I'm like, mama coming around this motherfucking corner with this bat, you know? So we'll tell Petey, bitch, you got to get out. You got to run somewhere because me and dad finna get the fuck off. So, you know, it's just a man. It's a man's thing. And I ain't mad at the man. Let them do what they do, you know? Is
it true that your mom used to shoot at your dad or shot at him before?
Yeah, she shot at him a lot of times. Yeah, because, you know, at that time, you know, my mother came from kind of middle-class family with her being not the only sibling, but she only had one more sibling, and she, I'm not gonna say she was all right, had all right living. My father came from 16, 17 siblings, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know, she couldn't handle that, you know, what all the stuff that he was doing. But when I was 8 years old, they part, you know, they part ways.
Right.
Which was, you know, it was all right with me because I'm a daddy's girl. We wanted to stay with dad. We didn't know where the hell she was going, so we wanted to kind of stay with daddy, you know. And so she said, well, y'all can stay with the motherfucker. I'm going on. So she went on and she joined the Black Dragons motorcycle gang.
Right. I saw that. And your father just passed as well.
Yeah, my father passed last
R.I.P.
February.
to Pee-wee.
Yeah, Pee Wee was a motherfucker. You know, he danced his ass off.
I know. You know, I know the family well.
Yeah.
I know the family well. So, when your parents split, you said you was okay with that because you was a daddy's girl anyway.
Yeah, I was a daddy's girl, so I didn't mind staying with dad. You know what I'm saying? I had to, you know, he worked. He'd take us down the street to his mom's house, which is like, you know, it was a crowded house. You know, East Side, we got crowded houses, you know, but we loved each other. So, what the fuck, you know?
I want to get into when you were a child, there was an incident that occurred between you and another female, and her eye ended up being taken out. And how old were you when that happened?
Okay. Well, going back, I lived on Sheridan Street again. Her eye got taken out because, you know, we were young, you know, and I'm very remorseful. And everybody always bring up the eye thing. 50 took the girl eye out, but I was a young kid, so really didn't know no better. You know, my mom gone. My father's trying to raise us then. My grandmother, you know, she doing the best she can because she had 17, 18 damn kids of her own. Then she got grandkids coming in. So the thing was, we were kind of stricken from things, you know, material things like my clothing and stuff that we really wanted. My father could only go so far. And I think we had a little lemonade stand or something. And me and two of my girlfriends that I grew up with, and they was like, you know, let Ivory be the treasurer because Ivory is the oldest. Right. So we let her, and Ivory ended up taking, and I don't care about saying no motherfucking names because I don't scared no bitch or bastard walking. You know what I'm saying? So I don't give a fuck. That's why I say what I say. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, you know, Ivory, she took the money and, you know, 3 days later, we was like, Ivory, we made good money on the lemonade stand. Okay, what you got? What you got for us? And she was like, I don't have anything. I had to buy me some gym shoes and a dress. I'm like, you spent that money? Where did you go? She said, you know, we used to shop at Kingsway. People might not know about Kingsway. It's on the boulevard over here on the East Boulevard. We used to shop at Kingsway, and we wanted our little punk and see gym shoes and shit. You know, she just spent the money. So, one thing led to another. The two friends of mine that I grew up with, Cordy and Mary, they were pushing her around and pushed her to me. And me, you know, I was taught going to school, you know, living on the East Side. Yeah, it's kind of different. It may be kind of rough coming up, but I remember my grandmother telling me, you know, you're going to remember what your grandma say. Right. Hey, the only way to school is some crazy people out there, Bigfoot out there, you know, all these goddamn stories they gave. So you put a stick here, you put a brick here in the bushes. So we walked a long way to school, and I went to Barber Junior High. So we always had to put a stick here and a brick here in the bushes in case somebody want to grab you or do something to you. So that's the way I was taught, putting things in the bushes. So I always, when I was with Ivory and they was pushing her around, and I looked down on the ground and I saw a stick, and the stick had a little point on it. And me pushing around, it's no rules to fighting. I always tell people, so if a bitch hit me in the head with a bottle, that's what you do, because there's no rules to fighting. So I knew what my grandmother taught me of picking up things. I picked the stick up, and instead, when they pushed over to me, I juked her in the eye and pulled it out and took it. I had blood and, you know, took it home. I had it behind my back, the stick. So you took home the stick with blood on it, or the stick with the eye on it? The eye. Okay. So when my what made you take it home? Well, when I ran home, because I noticed when she fell on the ground, she was screaming, and I seen blood. I knew something was, you know, this is wrong. Something's going on. So when I ran home, my grandmother met me at the door and was like, what did you do, Rhonda? What did you do? Because she see the blood. I said, well, you know, I had my hands behind my back, and I said, well, she had it coming. So what are you talking about? And she was like, I said, well, Ivory, she took our money. She had it coming. And she grabbed my arm up and pulled my arm from behind my back. And that was the eye on a stick. And people said, she pulled her eye out because it was green. Bitch, I don't care about no color, creed, or nothing. I don't give a fuck about no yellow bitch, no black hole, nothing. I did what I did. I'm remorseful for what I did. And whether her eye was motherfucking brown, orange, or purple, I did it. You know what I'm saying? So they tried to make it like the, you know, the perspective of dark skin, light skin. All that bullshit. That shit ain't no woman. I got a light skinned daughter, real light skin. Sometimes I tell that bitch, okay, you look nice. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never raised her as, oh, you prettier than the next bitch. No, you a nice looking young girl. You know, I ain't play that color shit.
Right.
You know, I don't fuck with that shit.
Right. So setting the record clear, you only took out her eye during a fight.
Yeah, it was a fight. And when I went to prison, I didn't go to prison for that, but when I went to prison, you know, I did the drug treatment program. You know, everybody do drug treatment program because bitch trying to get out early.
Exactly.
So I did the program, which I didn't have no cocaine or no heroin problem and shit, but I did drink. So that's still a drug. A drug is a drug is a drug.
Right.
A drug
an
ain't no
addiction
better
is an
than the next
addiction.
drug, which is alcohol is the worst drug, for real. So, you know, I drink. So I took the program. I think the program was really nice. I think the program, you would learn something, you know, and I had to really come to grips with that because I lied to my children. I told them that I was in a fucking military or something. And when you're in that program, you got to tell all truths. So the DTSs got with me like, you got to call your kids and tell them that you're in prison. You know, it took me a while to do it, but I couldn't finish the program until I did it. So I had to tell my children, hey, I'm locked up. You know what I'm saying? I fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. And I had to come to grips with me, you know, putting Ivory Jackson eye out. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And like I said, I ain't happy for what I did. I was a fucking kid. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Would I pick up a stick and hit somebody with it or stab them in the eye? Now, hell no. You know, because that ain't really where it's at. I'm not trying to promote the violence. I'm past all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So I want to go back because being that you came from a middle class family with both parents, how did you end up dealing in the streets? Because
I knew it was coming.
this is just more than just a dope story. You were a madam.
Yeah, I was a madam.
You had tax fraud.
I tax fraud. I motherfucking motherfuckers had Rolex watches and shit like that. I dealt with the scammers. Yeah, I did it all. Yeah.
So you the original trap queen.
Yeah, well, I opened the doors for sack chasing, bitch. So, you know what I'm
Put the
saying?
S in sack chasing.
I put the ass in that shit. Because back then, motherfucking bitches sold pussy 35, 4500 and shit. Now they said when motherfucker, what's his name? Plies broke out with, what the pussy cost me $100. I said, goddamn, the stock done gone down, bitch. Bitches selling pussy for $100. Nah, bitch, I can't do nothing. I'd rather get that motherfucker away than sell it for $100, bitch. So I get it motherfucker away and say, this charity pussy, nigga. Just give me some charity pussy.
Okay.
You know
now let's talk about the whorehouse that you did have. We'll go back.
Oak Park. They want to throw our ass out of that motherfucker. Bitch come down the street with her little papers. You know, you need a block club bitch for them to get their little papers out. I said, oh, excuse me, can I have one? No. I said, well, why can't we have one? Because you can't. So I snatched it from her. And they had my address on there, 21380 West Hampton. Now, you know, I got a good memory. You know, I always had that memory
always.
as a little kid, you know.
Always.
21380 West Hampton, suspected crack house and whorehouse. I'm like, now, bitch, you got the crack mound in the motherfucker. But we selling pussy like a motherfucker up in here. Chinese hoes, Mexican bitches, black is black bitches, yellow's yellow hoes. I got them all, baby.
Okay,
you know.
Let's talk about, if you want, your highest paying client, and let's give out a little name because you know you were known. And I know a lot of guys that came to that house.
Yeah, there was a lot of motherfuckers came to the house.
A lot of rich guys.
There was a whole lot of, you know, see, back in the day, the niggas was hood rich. The YBI, the best friends. You had the IDI niggas. You had
the Big Meats, the Terry's was there.
You had all the motherfuckers. Meech them wasn't around back then. You know what I'm saying? They ain't come around till later.
Okay.
You know, so, you know, you had all those niggas there that had the real good money. You know, them niggas, them YBI niggas had the Indy 500 money. You know what I'm saying? And the best friend money had all kinds of money. You know what I'm saying? The Chamber Boys, they had all kinds of money. So it was niggas like that back then. You know, they love to come to the whole house. You know what I'm saying? And my thing was, I had a lot of friends that had men. So they were asking me, did my man come there? Now, bitch, you know I can't tell you that.
Right.
I'm not finna tell you if your man came there because I ain't fucking up nobody home. I ain't into fucking up the home. So if your nigga came there, he came there. I'm not going to tell you nothing that's going to hurt your feelings or bother you or anything like that. So, you know, one of our good paying motherfuckers was Raphael. Raphael was a West Side nigga. Raphael had big money. Him and my brother used to run together. And he was a fine black chocolate motherfucker with, you know how we say pretty hair. He was,
yes.
He wasn't Becky, he was Dickie with the good hair.
Okay.
He was fine than a motherfucker. Black fine motherfucker. He had a lot He was smooth. You know, he was smooth. And I'll never forget, he said he wanted one of the hoes in the house. And I said, Anna, come on up. Oh, Anna, she probably listening today. But bitch, you know I'm open book.
Okay.
But anyway, she come up. I said, she went in there. She said, oh, nah, I ain't fuck that nigga. Dick too big. I said, well, goddamn. You know, when you were running the whole house and you had met him, you know, me and my sister Kim, we looking like, who gonna fuck this motherfucker? You know, not me, bitch, and not you. So then I had a white bitch, my friend Brenda, rest in peace, Brenda.
Yes.
You know, Brenda, she ended up killing herself. You know, black dick drive motherfuckers crazy sometimes, you know. Mm-hmm. So Brenda, white girl, I said, Brenda, can you take this dick right here? She said, shit, bitch, hell yeah. I was like, shit, that took the weight off us, bitch. Go take that dick, right?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I was on that good paying motherfucker, like $5,000 back then. That was a lot of money.
Right. So $100 now.
Oh, jeez.
In 2023, and now it's even dropped. We're hearing $40. We're hearing the 40 ball.
Yeah, we're getting.
So back then, it was the 4,500, 5,000 in your house.
Yeah, in my house.
I've heard that many a times, and it is true.
It goes. It was so bad. A nigga that we knew that from the east side, you know, the motherfucker, he coming, he big time nigga. This nigga took his shoes off. Feet was stinking like a motherfucker. I said, God damn, nigga, what's it? You sour foot ass nigga. We gonna put your shoes outside. We took this nigga's shoes and stuck it outside the door. And my sister said, the feet still stink. So we made a bucket of bleach water, stuck his foot in that motherfucker. And said, we got to clean this nigga feet before we bring a hoe in here, you know. So the nigga feet get cleaned up and shit. He still got a little stitch to it. And then, you know, we brought a bitch in there to get him off. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Do what you got to do, bitch. We're going to give you most of the money tonight for these stinking feet ass niggas.
Okay.
You know, you get the all right niggas. Then you get to some half unclean niggas. You know, nigga getting a lot of money in the street. The nigga ain't sitting there washing his balls and shit, stinking on your couch. You like, God damn, you making all this money, nigga. You ain't washing your ass. It's all right, though. We gonna get this money.
Now, how long were you at Madam? And what made you get into it?
Well, you know, I think it doesn't take a rocket science to be a madam or sell drugs. It's just something, you know, that you a bitch in the street. You just want to make some money. So, you know, you saying it's like, a young lady, well, she was an older lady when I grew up. I always see pretty ass Gloria Kelly with the big afro. She was tall and built up and always wore her thigh boots, heel thigh boots, and her shorts and her big afro and drive her fancy cars. And I used to tell her, like, I used to walk down the street, like, Gloria, I want to be like you. She was like, oh, no, you don't want to be like me. Oh, yes, I do, bitch. I want to be like you. Okay. Oh, this fancy shit you got. And she was like, you know, she sat me down. She was a drug addict, but, you know, she's just she was a drug addict, but she was functional. You know, she still was a functioning addict. Yeah. Niggas still gonna fuck. Nigga don't care about a bitch being a drug addict, a bitch being a skinny bitch, a fat bitch. Niggas just say if it's good pussy, they want it. Because if the pussy is dead, you can have a fat ass and have a dead ass pussy. Pussy might be garbage. You be like, God damn, nigga, bitch got a fat ass and this pussy garbage as a motherfucker. Right. You know. And she was a dope fiend, but she must have some bomb ass pussy because she had all the niggas. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And I always says that's what really made me want to get into it because I watched her coming up.
Right. So basically, she was like a mentor to you at that time.
She wasn't really a mentor. I just watched her. You know what I'm saying? Because she didn't teach me nothing that would be wrong or tell me something to do. I used to always say I want to be like her. She'd be like, no. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I just always watch her going to, you know. When I were, you know, going to the store for the neighbors. Because back then, you had to go to the store for the neighbors, even if you didn't want to. Right. You didn't want to, you didn't go to the store for Miss Anderson. She'd tell your grandmama you get your ass kicked. Right, that's what I was finna say. You know, back then, that's when neighbors, it was raised as the village. Which we don't see today. No, it's different. No. Kids won't even hold the door for you. They don't have no respect.
And they disrespect their neighbors. You tell their mama.
They disrespect their mama. The shit started at home. So, you know, I got a son that's in his 40s. Okay. And I'll beat his motherfucking ass. Okay. So I don't give a fuck.
And we know.
I raised up with the nigga. I was 15 when I had him. So we kind of got raised together. You know what I'm saying? So, bitch, I still whoop your ass, nigga.
Exactly. Now I want to talk about when you got into the scamming game, the tech, because you ran I would say a prestige.
See, y'all fucked the game up. See, bitches couldn't get as much money no more. They got to show their grandmama's ID, their kids, social security card, and birth certificate and shit.
Right.
Me and my white friend Valerie, we fucked the game up. You know
And
what I'm saying?
R.I.P. to Valerie. Pretty V from MTV's Wildin' Out played her in your movie that was on BET.
Yeah.
You did show homage to her. But
Yes.
I do want to know what happened with the tax fraud.
You had a bunch of telling motherfuckers, bitch. That's what happened. I was doing 70,000 a day. See, it wasn't that shit they doing now some bullshit. It was sweet back then. You know what I'm saying? I was like, Mama, come and get this money. Oh, she got it a couple times. Then a couple other times, she's like, oh, no, I'm scared. I ain't gonna get that money.
That's just too much.
I said, but you want to spend this money. My purse can't hold that money. Oh, this purse gonna hold it. You gotta come get this money. You know what I'm saying? So we did the tax scheme. You had some bitches that tried to play and got their ass knocked off with their motherfucking gun. And pop a few bitches in the head.
Right. So and I saw that in the film.
They're trying to play games and shit. Bitch, I ain't playing no game. I'm getting this money, bitch. I'm possibly may go to jail because I went to me and her ended up going to my lawyer, and my lawyer at the time was, what's the man name with the ponytail? I can't even think of his goddamn name. Cornelius Pitts.
Okay, yeah.
So I went to Cornelius Pitts and I said, I'm getting ready to do this scheme, it's a tax fraud shit. And he said, well, how you gonna do it? And I explained to him. He was like, woo, okay, you go get him, girl. He said, well, it might come back. It can be 6 months, a year, 2 years from now. This shit gonna come back. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I was with it. You know what I'm saying? But I ended up paying him.
Right.
I ended up paying him because I knew it was gonna come one day. Yeah. So I gave him $35,000, and he, that was just to have him and retain him. Right. And he was like, go do your thing. So I went and did my thing.
And the Fed said you guys made, don't quote me wrong,
$8.5 million.
$8.5 million.
Well, that's when everybody get paid. See, they some lying motherfuckers, and people be so scared of. Because they come with the name, the alphabet boys, the FBI. So everybody be scared because they got their name, but they got a job to do.
Right.
That's their job, is to come and do what they got to do. And I respect their fucking job. But at the same time, I got that money, and I didn't get all that money because everybody around me that I was dealing with got some of the money. You
right, got paid too.
And then, you got a motherfucker, bitch that I helped take care of, helped her with her son and everything. The bitch Iris, she decide, she get caught, going to Jackson Hewitt or something. I don't know how it fucking went. She told, and her dumbass brother H, he told too, so that kind of brought everything down. You know what I'm saying? So
what do you think about women snitching?
I hate a bitch that snitch. Guess what? I done been in so much motherfucking trouble in my life. I just tell the police, just fucking take me now. Cause I want to get my time and get in and do it and get it over with. I don't like it. I just feel like you're a weak ass bitch if you got to tell. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, you want to spend that nigga money. You want to lay up with that nigga. You want to play like you the prettiest bitch in America because you spending the money. So, bitch, I don't like no snitch ass bitch. Me, I'm a black ass bitch. I'm a pretty black ass bitch. You know what I'm saying? Because you know why? My aura's good. You know what I'm saying? So, guess what? I'm going to get the money any means necessary. I'm not going to snitch on nobody because it's not in my blood. And guess what? You got a lot of snitching ass bitches. I don't like you bitches. These bitches like to spend the money. These hoes like to spend the money all day long. These hoes spend that motherfucking money and don't like to go to jail. First day they go to screaming and hollering, I didn't do it. Bitch, when you lay up with that nigga and you spending this money, because I had a girlfriend, she went to jail for spending a nigga's money. Her husband. My friend Natalie. She went to jail for spending Lawrence money. You heard of Lawrence and KK.
Yeah, and they had a
she
little
went to
small
jail
part.
for spending Lawrence money. She did 5 years.
Yeah, and they had her on BMF and told her story completely wrong on the show.
Yeah,
was
they
that
told
correct?
her story fucked up. Talk about she told, how BMF had it all fucked up. I mean, but it's a story.
Right.
It's a movie. It's a story. So they're going to take anything and do what they have to do to make a movie.
Right.
Like my kid's father, like my son's father, they saw him at the concert. My god's sister said, she was like, hey, you know me, I'm 50, God's sister. And, he was like, yeah, that wasn't true what that bitch said about me. But bitch, I ain't saying the absolute. It didn't happen like that. I'm not saying the absolute. That's a movie, bitch. It didn't happen like that. You know, not like that, but it happened. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he was like, yeah, her drug story, she could tell all that. But no, my lawyer gonna be looking at her. I said, you know what? I called the nigga. I said, you's a weak ass bitch. Call your hoe ass lawyer. The movie been for 2 years and you ain't brought the motherfucker on the scene yet?
Right.
You know, you a half dead ass promoter, motherfucker. You better be glad I'm calling you in the movie, bitch. And I didn't even call you. I called you Clarence, bitch.
Okay.
You know, so he can get the fuck on with that shit, bitch. Get the fuck on, you weak ass nigga. I liked you when I was young, bitch. That was some young shit. But bitch, I did not call your name in the movie, you ugly fat motherfucker.
Okay.
You done got fat as hell now. Fuck you. And the horse you came in on.
All right. Big 50 in the house.
In the motherfucking house.
Okay. Now, 50, I want to get to when you started in the drug game. So you were introducing a drug game by who?
Well, the whole thing in a nutshell is this is I dealt around, you know, small time, doing a little something here and there, selling a little weed here, then it went to a little crack there, and you know what I'm saying?
And it just escalated.
It escalated. And my friend, Skinny Scarelli,
yes,
you know, I dealt with drug deals, and everybody think, oh, she's BMF. No, bitch, I'm not BMF. I don't have BMF rolling my ass, back, neck, or nothing. I got money with lots of niggas in the game, because I'm a bitch that know lots of niggas.
Right.
So I don't label myself as in this gang-related shit, or this, I don't know what the fuck they call it.
Because you got money with BMF, you got
I get money with everybody.
With this crew and that crew.
I get money with any crew it is that I can get money, because sometimes men like women that, you know, because they know the women, we got a soft side to us. We have children, so we don't want to end up in, we got children, so we figure like this, but we don't want to do nothing wrong. Step 1, step 2, step 3. We don't want to do nothing wrong because we don't want to get killed in the game.
Right.
We just want to raise our children and be happy. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So you were your own entity.
Yeah, so I did my own thing, and I get my bag, and I do what I got to do. I didn't put no labels that I got money with this one, that one, and all this BMF shit. This shit is over with. All this shit back in the day is over with. They got these new motherfuckers coming up and getting money, and guess what? These new young motherfuckers ain't using no motherfucking drugs to get their money. All they doing is open up a laptop, and they richer than all of us, what the fuck we was. All we did was look over our back, over our shoulder, the fuck, looking out the window.
So you saying the scammers winning?
The scammers, I had to give it to them. They open up a laptop.
The scammers winning over drug dealers.
For millions and shit. I wish that game was out back then. I'd have really jumped on that shit.
Right.
But you know, back in the drug game, you know, we looked over our shoulder. We got to cut the V in the dope and make sure we got the crystal. Oh, this ain't right. Oh, that ain't right. You know, you went through a whole lot of shit. But you know, yeah.
Because the drug game, you have to deal with buyers and sellers.
Yeah, all the time. And
scammers,
men just like to deal with a woman because they know a woman just trying to feed her kids. A woman got a softer side. And it was times where niggas be $3,500 to $22,200, you know, all shit number. Because I had to tell my boy one day, I said, damn, dude. I said, damn, your bitch must be pulling out your money. Why you say that? I said, because it's so uneven and you gave me too much money. You know what I'm saying? So I know when a bitch pull out the middle of stacks. I ain't mad at the bitch, but don't make it look fucked up on my end. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, so I had to tell a nigga and be real, like, you know, you gave me too much money. That's why a nigga like fuck with me, because I'm real, I'm honest. You gave me too much money, come and get your money. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and
because
I heard
it's better to do it that way and have longevity than to fuck it up with your homeboys and then be all fucked up. So women, men just like to deal with women, you know, when it's come to the game. You know, women don't want no problems. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I heard Street Lord Rook and a lot of people give you, even Judge Craig Mathis, give you your props on 50 stays solid to the game.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
She never told.
You know. I know, I ain't gonna. She
wasn't one of them, but I do.
It's not in my blood to do that bullshit.
I do want to get back to Skinny Scarelli, because Skinny Scarelli, that is where you got your name from. Is that correct?
Big 50, yeah.
And why did he call you that?
Because of these big old girls, bitch. They used to sit way up like this. I think I'm getting old. They're dropping a little bit.
They still look good. We'll take them. They big 50s.
So yeah, he named me that name.
So Skinny Scarelli was the one that really put you in a higher level of the game.
I think I think he did pretty good. It's teaching me the game, because I dealt with a lot of niggas after that. I mean, I don't want to say nigga. I don't want to say that. I've dealt with a lot of men after that.
Right.
But he's really kind of taught me, the game and the ropes. How to do what I do and still stay solid, in this game. Like he said, it's no fear in this game. So you in that game, you can't, it's being a woman, you can't have no fear. I done had motherfuckers trying to break in my house. I mean, coming up with my kids in the car, and then we get out and run to the house, and I'm trying to put the key in the door, and then you see this motherfucker come up in a white car. This white car always tried to get me. I don't know who sent these motherfuckers. Back in the day, they in the West Ski Mans, they wore stocking caps, and I had a little pine tree on the side of my house that go way up.
Yeah.
Motherfucker tried to climb up there. I shot the fuck out of his ass, bitch.
As you should.
And I really should have killed his whole ass, but I really just popped his ass to let him know. His friends picked him up like, stop coming around here, bitch.
Because you're not robbing.
You're not gonna rob me with my kids in this motherfucking house, bitch. I'm gonna pop your ass every time.
Okay. Woo. That is something. So you got to say the dope game was the most dangerous for you. Was that more, which one was more dangerous? Was it being the madam, being a scammer, or the dope game?
Well, all of it can be dangerous. You know what I'm saying?
What would you say was the most, though?
Well, I would say being a madam, because guess what? You might got a psycho coming there and he high, he crazy, he want all the pussy in the house. So guess what? He'll kill everybody in the motherfucking house with that pussy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So did it become that like a time?
No, I ran a smooth house. I ran a smooth house with me and my sister with mature kind of men. Back then. Now today, if I ran one, I would have security everywhere, because these niggas don't know how to control them little tender dicks they got. You know what I'm saying? They can't control it. I want niggas control their health, their composure back then. These motherfuckers taking horny goat and all kinds of shit. And they fucked up. They dick hard as a motherfucking brick. They want to fuck everybody in the house. Fuck you.
Exactly.
You can't get all the pussy.
Exactly. You cannot get all of it. So I want to talk about next with you. I want to talk about now, after you're doing all of this, you get a chance, I'm sure, to experience the fruits of your labor in a drug game. You become known as one of the biggest. Big 50 lived up to more than just her boobs. You was known for the biggest bags, the biggest jewelry, the biggest hair, the nicer clothes. So
I'm a big bitch, so I had to have all the big shit.
Okay.
You're a big hoe, you gotta have big shit. Your hair big back in the day.
The biggest parties.
I remember we going into a motherfucking, I think it was Watts Mozart beat. Bitch stopped and said, well, if it ain't Diana Ross or the Supremes, bitch, we gonna fuck you up today, bitch. I said, well, guess, bitch, I must be Diana Ross with this 8 packs of hair in my motherfucking head. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
So it was always go big or go home.
Yeah,
with Big 50.
I'm always the girl with all the big shit. That's why I don't wear a lot of jewelry like that no more. Back in the day, I'd been there and done that. And get robbed every fucking time. I was robbed in Dinetta's, girl. I went in there and ordering shrimp baskets and shit. And Buffer come in with a gun to my head and bagged me up with 1,000 niggas in there and said, they don't want nothing broke. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, it's just me. I'm a little bit more calmed down now, because I figure like jewelry really ain't shit. It don't define who you are. I'd rather buy gold like I do, for generational wealth for my grandkids.
Right, and they are very spoiled grandkids.
I don't run to the motherfucking restaurant. I ain't going to Ruth Chris. I ain't going to Morton's every day. I do it when I feel like it. I'm a cook, Danny. I cook my ass off.
Yes, you do. And I've been to so many of your parties, and I seen how you do it big. Like
I cook. Yeah.
We do it big. And remember when we went to Miami and we was with Future and all that? Yeah. We do it huge.
Yeah.
We do it huge.
Future a cool nigga,
Yeah, we do it big. So you live up to that name. And
I just feel like this. I mean, for each his own. Whoever want to go out to eat every day and do what they do, that's on them. And
you a great cook. And people don't even know that.
Yeah, it's just people that be around me, they know. Like all the guys, like I got a friend, he teach the boys boxing and stuff. He called me the other day, 50. Would you make me a strawberry field salad with the chicken on top?
Okay.
Can you make me stuffed salmon? So I done promised 2-3 guys, I gotta get back to that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, so I want to touch on, what's the most you spent in the store? Because we know you were known for shutting down the stores like you were everything. Like you was buying the store.
Elizabeth Taylor.
Like Elizabeth Taylor.
No, but most of the time, I'm a big girl, so most of the time when I go on Scott Craig and shit, they ain't got my size. So, bitch, I got about 2, 3 of that, and then I got to buy all the Paco Gills, all the shoes and shit back in the day, and all the accessories. Then I got to maybe buy 2 of these. If I go in fucking Chanel, Louis or something, they got the Louis dresses or the Louis shirts.
And they all know you. So, even to this day, you still got the same problem. I come over stealing a lot.
Yeah, so
me and your daughter, we steal a lot.
I have to buy 2 of my girlfriends going out they little dress. Bitch, you ain't leaving me out. I'm about 2 of these motherfuckers.
Okay, and put them both together.
My seniors, that nail, rest in peace. That was my one to make all my clothes back in the day. So,
but what's the most you think you spent blowing the bag?
Oh, God. Sometimes my friend CJ worked at Scott Gregory. I could come in there with a bag of money and that bitch would go in the back with that money and be like, oh, 50, what else can you buy? So, one time, maybe 50 grand in a store, with a goddamn bag with a lot of 1s, a lot of 10s, 5s that I really didn't want. But, all that means something now.
Exactly.
I love the 1s and 5s right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, yeah, go back there. She count that shit up for me.
And you used to shop so much and spend so much money. You was beefing with, what would we say, a beef with a fellow Detroit artist, Anita Baker, in the store.
Oh, yeah. I love Anita. I gotta give her props and pay homage,
So what was the issue with you and Anita Baker in the store?
The thing was that's when what was that store? What was that store out there in Birmingham? Oh God, I got a brain freeze. What was the store Anita Baker that closed down?
Yeah, it is closed down now. I can't think of it either.
I can't think of the fucking name.
But what was the riff-raff between y'all?
The thing that
happened was... It was 2 stars in the room?
No, it wasn't that because I'm a hood rich. That bitch is rich. You know what I'm saying? And she would always, when I go in the store, she would always, I don't know why we would meet up there all the time. And she would come in there and she would say, they would run to her. I'm like, damn, y'all running to her. I'm spending motherfucking money too. Spending more money than this bitch. Y'all running to her. And they was like, well, Nita's here. So they go crazy and run to Anita. But I'm like, I would pull my salesperson all the time. Like, no, you're going to help me right here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, I get my help from my salespeople and I make them where they don't run to her because I got my money too. I mean, hers might be in a credit card or a check form, but she owe a lot of motherfucking money too because how they get them superstars credit in the store.
She was getting credit at the time.
That motherfucker don't pay for shit.
The street said Anita Baker was getting credit, so you was paying that cash and she was getting credit.
Goddamn cash, girl, paying for my shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? And it's killing me because it's on the tip of my tongue, the store out there in Birmingham.
We'll come back to it.
There's one on Mac, too. It was out over there in Gross Point on Mac.
I want to get into also when you did go to prison. Because did you go to prison for being a madam? Did you ever get caught in that?
No, I didn't get caught in that madam game. I was there in that game like 10 straight years and, it was time to part,
elevate.
To do different things. And my sister... At the time, she was like, she didn't want to do that anymore. So she was going to school to be a nurse. And she was like, are you coming? Oh, bitch, I ain't ready yet.
So you elevated.
So she went on as being a nurse and I just kept the streets going, which I wish I had. But now she's a nurse practitioner.
Yes, she is. And a good one.
So
So you elevated.
Yeah, so I left the street. They clapped when we was just leaving out the neighborhood,
Oh,
because
wow.
me and the next door neighbor, he had a white wife and he was black and me and him stayed at tour. I put gauges on him and everything. This is crazy.
They was happy.
But, so it was just time to move on. She moved on to do something different and I kept a life of crime.
Right. So then you go into, after that, was it the tax game or the drug game?
It was both.
Okay, so both. So when you
I would do both. It wasn't a thing for me.
Okay, let's go back to where you paid you retained the lawyer for the tax fraud. You gave him the $35,000. Mm-hmm. When you were caught by the Alphabet Boys, and they said that you guys made $8.5 million. So did you get locked up for that? What was?
Well, the thing was they said that Cornelius Pitt, I'm not saying a lawyer can really save your life because these motherfuckers really just want your money. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But they would do their best when you got a retained lawyer to really talk up and speak for you. And I hadn't been in no trouble. So that was my first trouble.
Okay.
As an adult, you know,
right.
That not my my childhood record following me, anything. That was my adult problem right there where I had got fucked up with the tax fraud. So what happened was me and Valerie ended up, see, it was just me and her.
Right.
So we ain't gonna tell on ourselves and we ain't gonna tell on each other.
Right.
It wasn't like it was a big conspiracy of 10 or 15 motherfuckers. It was me and her.
Right.
Her lawyer got her, Cornelius got me. This is what we're gonna do. You say what you did, because I can only tell what I did. I don't know what she done.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell what I done. She's gonna tell what she done. So we end up getting 6 months probation and 2 or 3 years. We got 6 months teller and 3 years probation.
Wow.
That's what we ended up getting.
And you walked away with $8 million.
So I didn't get 8 million. You know,
right.
Everybody got some money. I can
you
say
got some millions.
I can say we walked away with 2 million apiece.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm not gonna fit to put this fucker 8.5 on me and her. You know, we made that, but everybody around, it was them 250 people, you know, or better, got some of that money because, you know, it's like I tell you, hey, I can do your income taxes. You getting paid, this one getting paid. Everybody got paid on it. You know what I'm saying? But we took the fall from it because everybody pointed the finger at us.
Right.
You know, so we probably cleared a couple million apiece. You know what I'm saying? So we did that. We got our little 6 months probation. 6 months teller and 3 years probation, which, you know, she didn't understand the rules. She ended up going in a halfway house. She just couldn't understand the rules, you know. She's Armenian. Armenian people is kind of stubborn and they don't like to listen to the rules. They family got money anyway. And
right. So she was just, you was really playing by the rules.
I stayed in my yard selling dope and partying like a motherfucker. So, with the motherfucker telling my legs. So, you know, it wasn't no thing for me, you know. So,
right. So then you get in trouble once again. You were told on once again in a drug gang.
Oh, yeah.
Walk me through that.
Well, I didn't believe that a motherfucker would really tell, but when I saw the paperwork, and you know how the feds like to block out names and shit, but you can really see. Yeah. They'll leave you a little bit, you can make it out. Just so you can peek,
yeah.
So I made it out, and I was like, damn. So I took it to 2 of my homegirls, like, God damn, look at this shit. And it says that me and my friend Veronica Nelson, we was at the Platinum Lounge, and we were trying to get him to come. And we knew that he was going to be killed. And, you know, y'all come on and come to this, we trying to get him to come type shit. And that I was buying $250,000 and they were fronting me $200,000, all this old lying ass shit. You know, motherfuckers just gonna make themselves look good.
Right.
And say anything that, you know, to relieve themselves. So I'm like, wow, I'm looking at this paperwork like, this is lying motherfucker. This lying motherfucker right here, you know. She's the woman off Evergreen and Grand River, the corner house. He was just selling everything.
Right.
And she's about 44. At the time, I was probably like 33. Come on now, nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is what you doing to kick it because you scared to go to jail. I figure like this. It'd be a motherfucker that do that. They act like they somebody, but they really scared to go do some time. You know what I'm saying? So he did what he did, and yeah, I went away. You know what I'm saying?
And when you went away, how long was that for?
It wasn't number 3.5 years. It was shit. I was in there with Martha Stewart.
I was just finna say, you had a time with Martha Stewart. Tell us about when she first came in.
Well, you know.
But wait, before you go there, when you first came in, they knew you.
Yeah, when I first came in, you know, people showed me love. You know, they had a few little bags for you. You know,
you still got prison friends. I done seen and met them all.
Yeah, so you know,
it was a show when you got there too.
It wasn't like Martha. Honey.
Tell us Martha when she first walked
Martha
in.
came in, bitch was lined up because you know they called it Camp Cupcake.
Okay.
They were lined up at the gate. It was crazy. They was lined up the gate with bags of Martha. It was po bitches. Didn't even have shit, but they had Martha some shower shoes, the motherfucking deodorant and everything. You know what I'm saying? So they had the shit for Martha. You know what I'm saying? Martha was laid out. You know, she couldn't even take no more with so much shit they was giving her.
All right.
So
Martha was hanging with y'all, your crew.
Yeah,
Martha
because
was hanging with y'all.
you know, back in them days, they had inside the federal joint they had like cosmetologists. People couldn't really obtain a license and come out and work in the world with that. You know,
Right.
they had the dentist. They had the the dentistry where girls want to be hygienist. You know, dentist hygienist and all that type of stuff. They had programs like that. You know.
Okay.
So, Martha, my girlfriend, she used to do her hair. You know, and Martha liked the way Natalie do her hair and shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So she would get her hair did and colored and washed and stuff. And Martha used these little things on the ground. We used to kick them. They be rotten shit. And then she's like, "Oh, don't kick those. Those are crab apples." We're like, crab apples? We ain't know nothing. But we in West Virginia country ass style.
Right.
Know? So the crab apples.
I know what the crab apples. So it's a country
pick them up and wash them off and come out with jelly and apple pie, shit like that.
Yeah, Martha was cooking for y'all, making y'all pies.
Martha would cook, and her nosy ass, she would ask questions like, what you in here for? Now, Martha, what you in here for? There was a time where we would go in the kitchen, everybody getting shit out the kitchen contraband, and she want to know how to take an egg out or something. Martha, put it in your titty. What is a titty? Now, Martha, you know what a titty is. She said breast. Yeah, bitch, breast. Then we leave out.
So y'all stealing from the kitchen, basically.
Yeah, so she leave out, and get caught.
So she got caught with an egg in her titty.
Yeah, eggs and chicken, everything else. Shit, she get caught too, shit. But they ain't really do shit. They ain't do shit to her. She didn't have no special privileges. Shit, she worked in holy culture. She did exactly what the shit we had to do. She had to work.
So did they have Martha on her hands and knees? That's what you're saying?
She dealt with holy culture. Planting the flowers and shit. She did her shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. How was she? Is she mean?
Cool. No, Martha. It's just that she took to whoever she wanted to take to. Like, she liked the Hernandez. Hernandez was a Spanish girl that made ponchos, and she made all the stuff that we sent home to our kids, blankets, footballs, shit like that. And Hernandez was good at what she do. Mm-hmm. So when Martha came home, she got on her plane with Hernandez poncho, and it blew up. Hernandez still had like 10 years to go for her children. Martha invited them to the house and, and gave them jobs and stuff. So Hernandez was good.
So Martha Stewart is a good solid. You would say she was solid.
Yeah, we had something like, for Christmas, we had different colleges that had to, make shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we like, oh Lord, Martha, don't get down on our ass. We did good, but Martha and them came in first place. This bitch was crafty.
Martha Stewart's a crafty bitch.
Yeah, she knew her shit,
Okay, I want to ask you a few things. Plain Jane or bust down?
I'll take plain Jane because a bust down, it's just like a car, bitch. You leave off the lot, the motherfucker depreciate. I'd rather just have a plain Rolex AP with nothing on it and just be, when it's time and times get hard and you want to get you some money, then you can take it back. I don't believe in all that lab diamonds and what's that other shit y'all call it now?
Moissanite diamonds?
Yeah, I think, just give me the plain Jane shit, yeah.
Okay. Is it Chanel or Gucci?
Well, Gucci, back in the day, Gucci was hot, but when they come out with this monkey blackface shit, it's just, they fucked the game up. But Chanel, I think now, we did that back in the grown old days. We wore Chanel bags, and then you heard Jeezy said, I brought my bitch a Chanel bag. Then you got all the young bitches want Chanel bags.
Right.
Then all the young girls took the Chanel bags, but they used to tell us we had old lady bags.
So they used to call Chanel old lady bags.
Yeah, they used to call us, that's the old lady gang. They got the old lady bags, But it's just classy. They didn't know no better. But, it goes with the trend and
now
styles.
Everybody want one. They go up every year. Yeah, they go with
the style. But guess what? Chanel really don't want us to carry them because remember they did a thing and said they didn't really want nobody carrying them in the hood. I'm like, oh, okay. So, they really need to boycott their ass because every year they go up higher, higher, and higher.
Right. I see that. But
they're just trying to stop the blacks from buying this shit.
But you look at your bag now.
Oh, yeah.
That's Fendi what? Fendi?
Oh, it's a couture. It's the hardware has the silver and the gold on it. And you ain't going to find this motherfucker nowhere.
Okay, you known for
I don't know how hard you look. You keep looking.
1 or 3 or 1 or 5 bag.
Yeah.
I know your closet is prestige.
You look like a motherfucker. You ain't finding that one. But like I had that right now, Beyonce had went to the what's the name with my
Louis,
when I had the Louis bag.
Yep.
Yeah, that one there, they only made 3, and I was one of the fortune bitches back in the day to get that. Now, if I carry that, where'd you get that back from? Like, bitch is 30 years old.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, it was vintage, and Beyonce, and you had to let them know you had it too.
Just got hers. I've been had mine 30 years ago. So, you know, it is what it is, you know.
Now, I want to talk about one more thing before we close out. You got beautiful teeth. Now, Dr. what's his name? Pronounce it for me. Mario did your teeth. Now, he just did T.I.'s son, King. Now, your teeth look totally different. What happened?
No.
What's
it's
going
just
on?
That the kid, I won't talk about nobody's kid, you know, because everybody's sensitive about their kid and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? He just got wide mouth. He has a wide mouth. He has a nasty mouth. His speech and talking, he's got that nasty mouth. If he didn't talk so nasty to the people and be so disrespectful to grown folks, maybe it wouldn't look so bad on him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I think with all that being nasty to, you know, older people and elders and stuff, it just make it look all bad. But Mario did his teeth. He got a wide smile. He got a big mouth. You know, he looked like his mom.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So to each his own, you know, people is all on the blogs. His teeth look like horse teeth, this and this and that. Mario does a good job. You know what I'm saying? I think it's the way your mouth is shaped and the way your teeth are is the way they're going to come out.
Because I saw Mario when he posted you and he hyped you up. He loved the movie. He said it all.
Yeah. And then, you know, he even asked me, why are you getting your teeth did? Because, you know, when you looking towards everybody else's teeth to now, you be like, damn, my teeth is a little yellow, good motherfucker.
Right.
And then he was like, you got nice teeth. But I'm like, shit, but these are nice teeth when they white. You know,
I remember when you told me you want that money bag,
we want some white teeth. Shit, you know, we want some white teeth. So, you know, and I my teeth wasn't bad, and he said that, but I just wanted them a little brighter. I wanted a better smile. You know what I'm saying?
You just want an enhancement,
that's
basically.
All. I didn't really. If I didn't get the teeth, I still had nice teeth. You know, everybody's teeth, because you drink coffee, people drink cocoa and tea, things will stain your teeth anyway, just like these. Mm-hmm. If I don't keep these motherfuckers up, they're going to stain too. So, you know what I'm saying?
Everything has to be kept up. My grandma always said, keep up 2 things, your feet and your teeth.
Yeah, you
need to walk on them. You got
up. Yeah, I keep these old dogs.
Man, them things is rich feet. They don't know. Them Chanel's as well. Every stone is.
Yeah.
Every toe is stoned out.
I just figure like this. I wish I could get my own name with my own goddamn name and shit, and people bad. You know, we ban all this shit. It ain't nobody. It's somebody else's name. You know what I'm saying? Chanel is her last name.
Right.
Gucci is their last name, and they po as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm Gucci. Remember that bitch?
Yes.
The bitch ain't got a dime. The kids ain't got shit. Gucci owned by the goddamn lawyer they had. You know, so
that was a sad story, but it happens to a lot of people.
Last name, you know what I'm saying? So if I could put out my last name, Hood, shit, I'm from the hood.
Everybody love the hood. Everybody love the hood.
You know, so like I said, I had the movie. With Remy.
Yes, I was just finna say the movie that you had
Debbie
on
Morgan,
BET.
She's wonderful.
Yes.
Yeah, Debbie Morgan is wonderful. Tank was awesome. Remy played a good job.
I was just saying, what was it like to have Remy Ma play you?
You know, I picked her is because I figured, you know, I liked it Brandy from P Valley because, you know, she's a hard bitch. And she a lot like me.
Yes.
You know, but Remy been in the game a little longer. Remy been to prison. Yeah. So she know the prison life and what happens in the prison, what went on.
She know how to jail.
All the scams and the schemes and scams of prison, little shit. She knew how to do it. So I picked her. I picked her for it. They wanted Megan Thee Stallion. Remember? She had it first.
Megan Thee Stallion had
the script for 4 months. But she didn't want to take it because she said she was a tall, big girl. And people always call her a man type girl. And she didn't really want to play those kind of roles of being gangster. And I respect that. You know,
she wanted to go for more like of a softer look, be seen in a softer light.
She really wanted that, and I think it would have really did something for her career. But she didn't take it after 4 months, and they said, "Who you think that can play you?" And I just came up, just clicked in my head. I just thought Remy could do a better job, and I appreciate it. You know,
Remy did an awesome job, and we loved Remy. We had a time
right now.
We had a time.
You know, like I said.
And we're working on new things. What new things do you got coming out? Because you do have a book.
Yeah, I have a book.
And it's entitled?
a hood tale behind the scenes with BET.
The De'Aranda Hood, which is your real name, correct?
My real name.
Okay.
And it's on Amazon. And it's just a little something. And, the memoir coming soon to tell all. Because I'm an open book.
Right.
No fucking secrets with me. Ain't no sense of hiding shit.
And there's so many more stories.
I'm not gonna bust my motherfucking heart holding in these lies and all this bullshit. I'm just telling what it is. Bitch, if you don't like me, so be it. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? They ain't like Jesus Christ either. So I ain't nothing against him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
and there's so much more to come. What else do you have coming up?
I do walkthroughs. I do the walkthroughs. I do interviews. I fuck with the young kids, the LGBTQ, the young, I don't fuck with no old ass trannies. I'd rather fuck with the young coming out. Because you can kind of steer them on what's going on in the world because they are getting hurt out in the streets.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Their parents throw them out to the wolves and they don't have no guidance.
Right.
So I try to make sure I get them put in up safely.
Right.
You're
doing a lot for them. I know.
And talk to them. So I don't throw them out because they still are human.
Correct.
The old motherfuckers, they know what they doing. But,
And we all are human.
Yeah, we all human. So I'm not going to just say, oh, they bad people because that's their choice of life. Shit, I got a gay niece. I don't give a fuck,
Right.
She say, come to the titty bar with me, bitch. Okay, I'm coming to the titty bar with you.
And throwing all the 50s.
I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? It's still my niece. I ain't going to love her no more, no less.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So you do that. You do things for the kids a lot. You do for our kids a lot.
Incarcerated women and girls, formerly incarcerated women and girls. They come home. They need placement. I know some people that can get them placement. Right now, I obtained my 501c3.
Okay.
Yeah, so I can get, resources. I can get residuals. I can get money coming in. I always have something for the kids, backpack giveaways. For my birthday is October, so Halloween last year I did, I wanted to give back to the kids. And we had a ball, what I'm saying? So, people coming and donating. I bought 10,000 of candy and then people was donating more. So the kids kept pillowcases coming back 3-4 times. And
indeed.
I enjoyed it. It was my own money. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So with my 501c3 now, I can get help from different people.
Now to help more, because I seen you not just do things for women that were incarcerated. I saw you help a lot of men too.
Yeah, I will.
You didn't have men. You didn't ask your daughter, can you assist with him? He just was released. You didn't do that.
I'm gonna help out.
So many acclaimed people.
I'm gonna help out because the men is not exempt either. Because you come home from prison, shit. They can't get up on their feet. They need some help, and I can help. Yeah, I'm gonna help.
Because people don't know how big your heart is too.
Yeah, and that's the thing. People always say, if 50, her heart is actually big. Yeah,
it really is.
That's what I would do. I would buy them coats, the homeless coats that's on the street. You know what I'm saying? Not no bullshit coat, a big ass Eddie Ball with the big ass fur.
Always.
You know what I'm saying?
Always.
I always come and throw them something, food that, say throwing the food out. There's so many kids and grown folks that don't have food in the house. And I'm excessive. I'm an excessive person.
You are.
My sister them came over today and cleaned 3 freezers out like, this is horrible. Don't you ever stop it. You know what I'm saying?
Every time I come over, I'm a slave too.
So
I'm a slave.
It's like, I'm
it's a labor of love, I told you.
I'm just obsessive of what I do. And
so the last leg of your life has been philanthropy.
It's not over yet.
It's not, but this your new
this is
life.
Not my last. So by the time I'm 80, I'll do my last motherfucking memoir. Yeah, bitch, I fucked this nigga. That's what that's gonna be my last when I start fucking, bitch.
Okay. But right now, your philanthropy.
Yeah.
You are giving back.
Yeah.
You encouraging young girls. We even want to do a show, right? We're doing a show, right?
Right now, I'm
like
I'm
a
going
cabaret
down
style.
To Atlanta. I'm going down to Atlanta next month because I have that. You seen that the Queens Get the Money event?
Exactly.
With Father MC and everybody, and I got some people to talk to. I can't get no names just yet because I don't want to blow my blessing. The motherfucker talking about a downfall and shit. I won't get it, So hopefully the people I'm talking to will do the series, about my life. So I'm hoping that will happen for me. Shout out to Father MC. Shout out to Cal Dawson because he definitely,
he helps.
He helps me out. I like Cal.
Cal's
a nice person. People might think other because they be like, Cal got them old ass artists. You got, what is it, Benny Siegel and Freeway and, Memphis Bleak. But guess what?
Those
guys
legends.
are still working, and I still like all those guys. And
they solid and legends.
They solid and they legends. They solid. So, shout out to Cal Dawson. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I like the guys. I'm old school, so half the time these motherfuckers rapping, I don't understand shit they said.
Right.
I had to go look at the lyrics, bitch.
We love you. I noticed you touching your wrist. Let's speak on your religion. I see your beads.
Oh, I didn't wear my beads today because I put my diamond chain.
Yep, you did. You usually have it around your neck.
But no, I have my beads because those are my legs. Those are my power, but as long as I got my day on, my religion is, we are brought up in Christianity because that's what we were taught. Because Master said, we're going to believe in Christianity. And Grandma said, speak in tongue. You know what I'm saying? Right. And Grandma said, go to the Holy Ghost to church and put your shit on. So, my thing is, I deal in Ifa, our own African religion.
Yes.
So I deal with Ifa and
I remember when you were so excited to take your hand.
I did my initiation. I'm Oya and Yami, both spirits fluid on me. So yeah, I feed the ancestors. I talk to my ancestors. I deal with the Orishas. Shit, Jay-Z and motherfucking Beyonce deal with. You hear in Beyonce's song, she said I'm on my own shoon shit. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So that's why she be in the waters and rivers. You catch me by the water praying a lot. You catch me at the grave because I'm Oya. So I'm over the market and the money. So sometimes I go in the grave because I have to pray there. You know? So yeah, that's my religion. It's Ifa, your own African religion. And what's her name? Ayana Van Zat?
Yeah.
Is Ifa also, So if you ever listen to her, she speak on Ifa. That's your own African religion. If you looked at
what has that done for you? If you look
at Woman's King, that's all they talked about.
Right. What has that done for you since you joined that religion?
Well, that religion there has brought me some peace. Knowing what I am, who I am, and overall. It's a good religion for me. I find my peace there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I like feeding my ancestors. And I don't have to go and touch nobody in the street. I just let the ancestors, I let the Orishas do it for me. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I ain't got to whoop your ass or hit you in the head with a bottle of
I get your drift.
Because if you fuck with me, the Mauritius and the ancestors going to get your ass. Okay?
I get your drift.
So people could call it voodoo, but if everybody knows back in slavery time, they didn't have nothing to work with. They didn't have no doctors. They didn't have no medicine. So they worked with voodoo. So they took it and made it voodoo, the white people. Yeah. And they made it all bad. So magic, they call it black magic, whatever. It can be good, it can be bad, but I work for it as the good, and it's just to keep my peace. And my father becomes an ancestor because he's fast. So I talk to him and I feed him, and things that I eat, that I cook. Oh, let me give my ancestors some. Let me feed my Orishas, because that bitch Oshun, you got to lay before her and give her honey. You know why you got to give Oshun honey? Because she believed that she was poisoned. Okay? So now you have to lick the honey and then pour the honey there for her. Get what you want. And Eshu, he's a trickster. You always got to ask Eshu to open the door and close them behind you, make you known and unknown. Make you known and unknown to the bad people. You know what I'm saying? So Eshu, he's deep. Papa Lagua. Okay. Elagua, Eshu, he deep. They the road openers.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you being here. You welcome back anytime on Mogul State of Mind. I love you so much. The Real Big 50.
Yep,
Thank you.
You can find me on Instagram.
Yes.
The Real Big 50 on Instagram. I'm on the new thread. The new thread you can get through Instagram.
And we can listen to your podcast.
Yeah,
Go ahead and plug that.
I have a podcast. Come tomorrow, every Wednesday. It's called Clear It Up with Big 50. So any of you bitches want to clear up some shit, go on my DM and hit me up. If you're scared, bitch, I'll Skype you in. Because guess what? I'm going to have security. I won't let you get your ass beat too bad. Because, bitch, you might want to snatch my wig off or something. I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
But, I got the podcast on Twitter, Twix, WJZZ. That's what it is, WJZZ Cool TV. You can find me on that podcast. And also, TikTok. I'm getting better with the TikTok thing.
Okay.
So Big 5313 on TikTok. So if you guys want me to walk through, talk some shit, bitch, I'm with it.
Let's go.
Like I said, I'm open the book. Let's go.
Let's go.
Get
The
it,
real
the
Big 50. Thanks for
State of
coming.
mind, yes.